Nothing leaves an unseen scar and fills your inside with toxins and tar. The horrific reality of tobacco portrayed by industries.
ये वेबिनार में क्वेश्चन तो नहीं पूछ लेते थे चंद्रा? चलो, कितने हजारों लोग होंगे पार्टिसिपेंट्स? मैंने एक एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ढूंढ ली है जो कराती रहती है। आलू भी मालूम ना? क्या तो बस क्या ये कौन सा पहना है आपने मास्क? अच्छा डाल इतनी सारी तुझे ढूंढना पड़ेगा ये तो पूरा इंजेक्शन लगा दिया आपने। हाँ इसको दर्द है नहीं इसको सरप्राइजिंगली डालनी पड़ेगी संगीता।
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Yeah,
Yes,
Vidhi, can
sir.
you? Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, sure. So Cyril is here. Cyril,
Good morning, sir.
good morning. Good morning. So I joined early.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So I think we can start now.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I, Shreya Bhattacharjee,
And I, Vivek Raj.
welcome you to today's webinar on tobacco monitor application. So before we start, we would like to go over a few things quickly so that you know how to participate in today's session. Your microphones and chat has been visible. Also, it is requested that you mute your video. Once we start with the Q&A session, your chat will be enabled and you can text your questions mentioning the name of the speaker towards whom it is to be directed, to either Vivek or me, and we'll ask them to the respective speaker.
In continuation with our past webinars, in which we had dealt with the topics of tobacco and COVID-19, enumerating the ill effects of tobacco and how it has made this COVID scenario more vulnerable, and on the vendors licensing, in which we dealt with the measure of quitting tobacco by new policy creation.
The tobacco use is the leading single preventable cause of deaths worldwide, which lead to serious health problems. Quitting smoking greatly reduces the risk of developing smoking related diseases. So, in the year 2017, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare initiated a circular to the states to develop a mechanism to provide permission or authorization through municipal authority to the retail shops selling tobacco products.
However, with the presence of a bureaucratic system, the general public does not have an effective tool to report breaches of tobacco control or gain support in their lives or that of the community to practice tobacco control. There was also no system in place that could provide real-time fields that could be investigated and advocated for policy change by the public care. The Android-based mobile application called Tobacco Monitor was developed by Mary Ann Charity Trust (MACT) to fill gap between the general public and the government and to provide the government with field-based evidences as well.
It is an open source mobile application in which an individual can obtain information on the latest events related to tobacco eradication, regulations, and cessation, as well as complaints about violations related to tobacco. The special features of this application is that it maintains a high privacy policies of its users who complain. This webinar will provide you key points on tobacco monitor application, which will ease your efforts on tobacco eradication and influence in reducing this alarmingly harmful addiction. As this morning turns afternoon, we will be well acquainted with great ideas on tobacco eradication. So let's begin the discussion with introduction of our speaker and guest of honor. Today we have with us Mr. S. Cyril Alexander, Executive Director of Mary Ann Charity Trust.
Ms. Premlata, our project manager at Mary Ann Charity Trust.
Dr. Vinny Mehta, Research Assistant at Georgia Institute of Global Health, India.
Dr. Rakesh Gupta, who is President and Director at Public Health Strategic Institute for Public Health and Education and Research, SIFR.
So now let's continue with our webinar. So firstly, I would like to welcome Mr. S. Cyril Alexander, sir. Executive Director of Mary Ann Charity Trust. He is the ultimate guide for our tobacco eradication project, and without his guidance, our webinar series wouldn't have been possible. So we welcome you, sir, to introduce us to the tobacco monitor application. Please, sir.
Thanks, ma'am. Good morning, friends. Thank you very much for joining this webinar. First of all, I want to thank our UN volunteers, those who are working for almost 6 months now in tobacco control in various field of tobacco control. So thank you very much for them for organizing this webinar. And then through this team, we are able to reach different level now. First of all, the tobacco monitor application is a civil society organization initiative, and then it's linking the government and the civil society people. This is the web-based platform, and it's available in Android as well as in the iOS also. So now we can see it through the iPhones also. So based on this, our experience, we are able to reach different levels. First of all, we are getting lot of complaints from the field-based in the rural areas also. So we are able to move to the next level because of the community support. Not only the officials but also the community support, and then the very effective, very efficient government officials, those who are taking action on this complaints. And then Ms. Premalada will be talking about the tobacco monitor application, especially the technical part, how it's function and how you can download and all these kind of things. So she is involved in Mary Ann Charity Trust for more than 3 years. So she'll be explaining about the tobacco monitor application. And then our special person, Dr. Bini Mahatma, she is the one who did a research on tobacco monitor. She did a lot of study on this, and then she raised a lot of complaints, and then she is able to explain tobacco monitor, how it's functioning, how it's working, all this kind of stuff. And then Dr. Rakesh Kumar Gupta, he's a national tobacco control activist, and then he's the one for initiating the e-cigarette ban in India. So thank you very much, sir, for joining this webinar. So the tobacco monitor is a civil society initiative, and then we are working with different governments. Most of the government bodies, they accepted this application, and then they are responding to this. And then we are also in the process of developing the application. Keep on, we are developing the new initiatives and all these kind of things. So people are supporting us in different level. That's why the tobacco monitor application is now working in a very good manner in India. So thank you very much. I will join you in the question and answer session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. Proceeding further, before we proceed to our next guest, we would like to share something very out of box. So, Tambula Nako Mahana, or
Smoking leaves an
Tamak.
unseen scar and fills your inside with toxins and tar.
Yes, we can continue with the video.
Smoking leaves an unseen scar and fills your inside with toxins and tar. The horrific reality of tobacco is too far away from the beautiful illusions portrayed by the industries.
सीक्रेट्स मुझे आज
Hello, Deep.
आदि टेल मी वन थिंग ऑनेस्टली, तुम्हारे बैग में सीक्रेट्स क्या कर रही थी?
Deep, वो मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं ना, वो स्कूल के पास वाले शॉप में मिलते हैं, तो उन लोगों ने कहा कि जस्ट ट्राई इट वंस, तो बस मैंने अपने बैग में रखा है।
ट्राई? ये पहले भी?
ट्रस्ट मी, मैंने टच भी नहीं किया, आई स्वेयर।
होपिंग कि तुम सच बोल रहे हो। चलो ठीक है, आई हैव सम वर्क, टॉक टू यू लेटर। यस अनवी। अरे यार देखना, आदि से बात कर रही थी। आई एम रियली वरीड बेसिकली बिकॉज ऑफ दैट टोबैको शॉप नियर हिज स्कूल।
Don't worry, you can file a complaint against that. I know of an app, someone told me, it's called Tobacco Monitor app. It has these privacy settings and all the features, so your identity won't be revealed. I'll just send you a video, check it out for more features.
Okay.
Tobacco Monitor application of using this a control violation can be reported. Get support. Through this, a user can request for services such as information on cessation centers, requesting for IEC materials, conduct capacity building workshops, and so on.
Be a volunteer. Yes, the app is also giving you an opportunity to contribute to this greater cause. So if you're really looking to put your foot forward for this awareness program of tobacco eradication, all you need to do is choose the option of be a volunteer and you are in. If you're looking for the latest updates and information in regards to this tobacco eradication program, then you need to press the button of updates and initiatives. It will notify you with time to time about the program. The app does not deal with only these options. It will activities and campaigns that are going on in regards to this tobacco eradication program.
Once you file the complaint, it is sent to NFTE for further review, followed by which it is sent to the State Tobacco Control Cell or the state and civil society departments that fall under NFTE. Finally, a follow-up of the complaint is carried out by either NFTE or the civil society departments that fall under NFTE.
Coming to what the app offers, firstly, you can obtain all the latest updates regarding tobacco control and eradication. Secondly, it serves as a platform to acquire information about referral services such as tobacco cessation centers and training programs. It also serves as a platform for the general public to report any violation regarding tobacco.
The app provides statistical data or number and type of violation reported, which in turn helps the government to make strong policies and against tobacco. Also sanitizes the general public on the different violation related to tobacco.
வணக்கம், நான் பேச எடுத்துக்கொண்ட தலைப்பு புகையிலை ஆப். புகையிலை பயன்படுத்துவதை முற்றிலும் தடுப்பதற்காக இந்த ஆப் உபயோகமாக உள்ளது. தீங்கு விளைவிக்கிறது, புற்றுநோயை உருவாக்குகிறது, சமுதாயத்தில் உள்ள மனிதர்களின் புகைப்பிடிக்கின்றனர். அதனால் இது நிலவு மண்டல சீர்குலைகிறது. இதனால் புகையிலைக்கு அடிமையாகின்றார்கள். நமது அரசாங்கமும் உலக சுகாதார நிறுவனமும் சேர்த்து உடனடியாக தடுப்பு இந்த செயலை அறிமுகப்படுத்தி உள்ளனர். நன்றி.
आपल्या वाईट सवयींचा नाश करा, स्वतःचा नाही. तंबाखू सोडा.
अपनिया बुढ़िया आदतां ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰੋ, ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਤੰਬਾਕੂ ਖਾਣਾ ਛੱਡੀਏ, ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ।
हम बुरा आदत से उतराइए, धोखे पानी जिंदगी के लिए जाइए। बेहतर शुद्ध तंबाकू सिगरेट प्रयोग में
अपनी बुरी आदतों को मारे, खुद को नहीं। आज ही तंबाकू छोड़े।
Kill your bad habits, not yourself.
I'd like to thank all our UN volunteers for making this part of masterpiece. It was a very good presentation in all different languages, telling to stop tobacco and promoting the Tobacco Monitor application. Now, Moving further to our second guest of honor and our second speaker, I would like to invite Ms. Premlata, who is our project manager at Mary Ann Charity Trust. She has been working in the field of tobacco control for past 8 years. And now I would like to invite her to show some insight on tobacco monitor application.
Good morning, all. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, you are visible.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vivek and Mr. Aya for the wonderful video, and thank you and volunteers for organizing this wonderful webinar. And I invite the speakers also, Dr. Rakesh Gupta and Dr. Vinny, for moving forward with the tobacco monitor application. And once again, I thank Mr. Cyril Alexander for giving this opportunity. So I hope the previous video has given you a glimpse of what is tobacco monitor application. So, I mean, it is in different languages, but this presentation is mainly like what is there in the tobacco monitor application, and what are the icons present in this tobacco monitor application, and what are the components you can go in depth into this, and how can you use this tobacco monitor application to give us a complaints. So this is the overview of what we are going to do it in this presentation. Added to this, I will add some of the success stories with the help of this tobacco monitor application. So from our Mary Ann Charity Trust. So this can be also added in this presentation. So let's move further. So tobacco monitor application, it is developed by Mary Ann Charity Trust. It's actually, it was said like by the UN volunteers, it is like a open source mobile application. So everyone knows like tobacco is very harmful thing, but everyone gets irritated once when we see like someone smoking in the public places, and we don't know, as a general public, we don't know how to give complaints on them. And I mean, most of the time we get irritated at some places, or some, everyone, not even a single person, like everyone, we get some thought like what we can do from our side. So this is the thought we also got from our side. So as a tobacco control initiator, so thinking about this, we started to create an open source mobile application wherein a person can require the information of the tobacco control activities, including eradications, regulations, and cessation. And they also give us a complaint related to tobacco violations. As everyone aware, tobacco monitor is like open source, which it was just launched in 2015 as an Android application on World No Tobacco Day, that is 31st May of 2015. So after that, in 2019, the iOS version of Tobacco Monitor application was launched. So again on the World No, 2 days prior of this World No Tobacco Day. So we have the application both in Android and iOS versions. So before moving into this components of the app, so we're talking about the tobacco eradication. So we have some tobacco control laws in our country. So it's called as CODPA Act. So Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products Act, which as everyone knows about it, and I'll just give a glimpse of what it is. So we have some sections. There are some violations, sections like smoking in public places is banned, and we have banning of direct and indirect advertisements, and we have so much of laws related to this CODPA Act. So we have some like specific acts, sections like section 4, 5, 6, and 7, which will be explained in further. So this overview was be given like what are the violations we can give, complaints we can give it on the violations. So we have various components of this app. So let's quickly move on to one by one. So the main functionality of the app revolving around the reporting of complaints and tobacco violations. So this is the page when we move on to when you register and enter into the application, you're getting a page like this. So we have different components into this page, like quick complaint, complaint on violations, complaint status, get support, be a volunteer, selfie, updates and initiatives, e-learning, campaigns, CAT, TNPFTC, quit tobacco. So this is the components which is present in the Tobacco Monitor application. So let me explain one by one what it is and how we can go about it. So the first thing is like quick complaints. So quick complaints is like we have only two indications. Tobacco control violations can be reported as the spot using this component. Whenever you see, whenever you're in hurry, so you want to give us a complaint. So you find someone is smoking in the public place, but you were in a hurry to go about. So you can use this quick complaint like, please, you can just enter your landmark and just leave a remarks like where the place is. And you can give a picture of that and you can immediately submit the button. So with the help of the location marking in the quick complaint application, so you will be getting a complaint related to this. So quick complaint mostly works in, it is like, it has a few details, but we get the information through this quick complaint. So with the help of the geo mapping, we will be tracing the location and other things. But feasibility of this, again, the next icon is the complaint on violations. So this is the detailed version of what is the person going to do about. So once the person finds that violations regarding tobacco control, so the person can the person can enter all the details in this complaint on violation, so that the immediate, the action has been taken with the help of the government, health officials and also the enforcement team. So many people start using only this complaint on violations because we have the detailed explanation of the complaint regarding this. So in the first thing, the complaint on violation icon looks like this. A person can enter their name, their mobile number, violating shop or organization name. So select violation type. We have lots of violations here. So this is the list of violations present in the Dropbox. We have sale pan parak or gutka, sale of single cigarettes, e-cigarettes, smoking aids. So it is we have so much of list of violations. So everything related to section 4, 5, 6, 7, and also related to ban of smoking tobacco and the ban of e-cigarettes. So everything is related to this. So whatever violations you are seeing or whatever you want to make a note of it, and you can just click the you can mark the violation over there and just leave the violating, the list of violations. Okay, so if nothing is present in the list and if you want to add some more things, you can just go to the other icon and then you can add the violation details over here. So this is the one thing, and date it's mandatory. So this comes as a mandate one. And select location. You can just select the location. Location can be like it has a drop box. It may be like petty shop or bus stand or schools or colleges, or it also contains a Dropbox, whatever it may be. You just have a click and it will come under there. So if the list doesn't have any prioritize of your location, you can just add it to the other location and you can mention the details of that. So again, select the state. Select the state, what are the state where, it is applicable in all over India. So what are the state you are applicable, you can select the state from the day. Again, select the district. So this is the one. So let's coming to the end of the icon. It has some capturing photo image and also an attachment image. So you can directly capture the image from the application, or you can very well take a picture from your camera and then you can attach it from there. So if many people think that many general public, they just don't want to reveal their names while giving us a complaint. So we also have the specifications like if you really want to send the complaint with your name, you can just click, you can find a small box over there. You can just put a tick over there. Otherwise, if you don't want to send it with your name, just leave it blank. So your name will not be visible if you don't want to give it in your name. So complaint will come only as a complaint, but not with your details. If you click, we can send it with your name. The complaint will come as with your details, with your name and phone number. So this is one of the specifications we have given in this icon. So again, when as soon as you give us a complaint, so you can go and see to your complaint status. So complaint status, which is visible in the the next icon of complaint on violations. So you can find the complaint date, type of violation what you have given. So you can give, complaint status is also visible. If you are given complaint for this, this will show it as open. Once the complaint has been closed, the status will be shown as closed, and the action has been taken for this. This is the complaint status where the complainant can go and see through it. So another icon is like get support. Through this, the user can request for services. So if the person wants to do some awareness programs or know details about the cessation centers, or want some IEC materials from the concerned person, so they want to proceed further with the capacity building workshops, they can go and get click get support page. You can enter your details and just give us a submit button, and the team will contact you for the further process. So this is the get support page. So many people just want to become as a volunteer. So we thought of having this page also in this icon. So be a volunteer. Everyone wants to, those who eagerly works with the tobacco control, they want to become a tobacco control advocate, becoming a volunteer too. So we had a page this like this. So be a volunteer, just enter your name, select the gender and date of birth. So the general demographic details of yours, and leave your address, and just sign the declaration form, and you can submit. So it will be submitted to the concerned MAC team, and they will contact you for the further process before becoming a volunteer. So this is again this segment. It has mainly to make the people aware of what it is, and mainly like this segment, various backgrounds which take selfies. So everyone is interested to take some photos of ourselves. So if the person wants to really become a tobacco control advocate, and they want to work for the tobacco control, they can just voluntarily. It's a fun making thing. So eradicate tobacco within 100 yards of an education institution. So some of the background images has been given to take a selfie, but mainly to get them get support from the general public. So another thing is like updates and initiatives. So tobacco control, it's not like a stagnant thing. It will not happen yearly once or monthly once. So it's like updates will be often. So day by day, we will be getting new updations for the tobacco eradication, and violations happening all around the states and around the country also. So all the latest updates with regards to tobacco eradication will be available here. So the person can visit into the site, and they can just go to the updates, and we will be proceeding with various campaigns also. So just get an updates from this campaign mode, and those who want to really work with the work ourselves with the campaign, so they can join us, they can become a volunteer for this campaign, and they can work with us. So updates will be available in this application. So as I said before, so another icon, like we have campaigns. So tobacco eradication is like, it's an ongoing process. We need to do something. Day by day we are moving forward. So we need to various violations, tobacco industries are chasing us, and we need to give them back. So we proceed with so much of campaigns. It's like a boycott Horlicks campaign. It's a CSR activity. Again, chase out campaign, stop campaign. We hide. This all the campaigns mentioned here have different stories. So when I go into this, it will take more in depth of things. So when you visit the website, visit the application, you'll be getting the detailed explanation of what is this campaigns are all about. So it's an ongoing process of this campaigns. So the last mentioned Green Line campaign, it's an ongoing process. So Green Line campaign, I'll just explain you in my next slide. So these are some of the campaigns we have been arranged from our MAC side, and it's an ongoing campaign also. So stay away campaign, stay away from tobacco. So these are some of the campaigns we have already done, and the Green Line campaign is the one which is an ongoing campaign right now. So the announcements of campaigns regarding tobacco control will be made here once you visit this campaign page. So talking about Green Line campaign. So this is the campaign we started in the year 2018. So mainly to create tobacco-free school zones through the Green Line campaign mode. Mainly, everyone knows that, as you are aware, the schools, education institutions, within 100 yards of the education institutions, tobacco, that there should not be any sale of tobacco. So this is the concept. We have taken it from there, and we created this Green Line campaign. So it's a very successful campaign, and it's still running over in many schools and many districts. So inauguration of this Green Line campaign happened in the year 2018 with the help of the education department and also the health department. They inaugurated this Green Line campaign in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. So this Green Line campaign, we have a separate pitch for this Green Line campaign. So mainly, the marking of the 100 yards of the educational institution with the help of this tobacco monitor application is possible. So you can able to see a mapping process over here. So this application has a geo mapping. Whenever you, wherever, you are staying near a petty shop and you want to give a violation on that, and you can give a complaint by standing near the petty shop, that it will mark a geolocation over there. So you can find the red markings over there. So these are the shops present within the 100 yards of the educational institutions. The red circle is the school. It's in Chennai, and the markings and the location mapping is the geo mapping of the 100 yards of the educational institutions. You can find how many shops are there in one particular school. So with the help, this particular school, it has another school at this back end, and it also covers the 100 yards of the education institutions. So when you find the markings over there, you can find like more than 20 shops are present in one particular school. So 100 yards is like 91.44 meters. So it's like once the vendor has been identified, it will be marked with the tobacco monitor application. So geolocation is also of the 100 yards of the education institution is created with the help of this map. So we can have the easy identification of what are all the shops present within the 100 yards of the education institution. So this will help us to give it to the enforcement team, so that the team will target the shops, those who are selling tobacco products, which helps them to identify the shops easily and have an enforcement throughout the entire school process. So this geo mapping is very much helpful, and it's like it's a vanishing process also. So easy identification process for the enforcement team. So geo mapping for the in the application tobacco monitor application is provided. So again, moving into the next icon, it is Children Against Tobacco. So MACT always works with children. So MACT is like, our focus is mainly to work with children. And we created a student movement called CAT, that is like Children Against Tobacco. So, and this is a student body. Once we starts working with the schools for the 100 yards, we need a student body to monitor all the time. So through the student body, we can, the age group will be like 8 to 18 years, and the CAT can be present both in schools and community levels also. So this CAT mainly, you can get all the relevant information regarding this CAT in the tobacco monitor application. So our aim is to create the CAT bodies on all the schools, so that we can have an easy monitoring process with the help of this CAT body. So this is one of the concepts we have been included in this tobacco monitor application. So that's the total icons wherever we are present over here. So I'm just going back to the full page of the icon. Okay, so this I have touched, explained all the components present in this icon. So e-learning, you can have some learning process in this related to tobacco control. And quit tobacco, the cessation center details has been present in this quit tobacco thing. So these are some of the components I have been explained in depth. So moving on to the next thing. So okay. So for what is our role? How we created this tobacco monitor application, what is our outreach? So this is our, this is my next slide. And from MACT, we have, it is not only stayed till, in Tamil Nadu. This map not only reached in Tamil Nadu, but with 13 Indian states and union territories, which includes Delhi, Maharashtra, Punjab, Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra, Pondicherry, Uttar Pradesh, and Goa. So these 13 Indian states have adapted this tobacco monitor application. They are using in their own states and started giving complaints to the started giving complaints and to the respective departments and other things. So far we have like tobacco monitor has crossed like the 3,000 plus downloads and 1,500 complaints. 1,500 plus complaints we have received so far, and it has been sent it to the concerned officials, which has been reported and sent it to the concerned officials. To MACT always, as soon as we receive the complaint, we will just screen through the complaint, what is exactly the complaint is all about, and we have enough evidence of what is the complaint. And once the complaint finds very much okay with us, and we will send it to the respective health department and also with the enforcement team and the FSSAI department. The effect of the complaint is we see through it. So for immediate action taken, we work continuously with the health departments to take wants to close the complaints as soon as possible. So this is the process. This is what we work for tobacco monitor application to close the complaints. So authentication of the complaint. So authenticators or volunteers, organizations that are part of this authenticator app. If the user has selected the checkbox of their name, so the complaint report .encase complaint with the user's name. So this can also be given to the complainant. So this is all about tobacco monitor application. So the queries related to tobacco monitor application can be left in the end of this session. So again, I'm moving into the success stories of the tobacco monitor application. So what we received and what we have done. So this is these are some of the, this is a glimpse of the success stories. We have lots of success stories, but I have just, due to the time constraint, I have just mentioned only few success stories from us. So this is like everyone will be aware, handwriting Olympiad. So this has been presented, the 7th season has been presented by Classmate, which is probably the from the ITC's Classmate. So ITC CSR activities like handwriting Olympiad. So they sponsored the famous handwriting Olympiad competition. So we started, we got a complaint from the tobacco monitor application regarding this, and we started working on that. So immediately we reacted to it. We sent it to the school education department to stop this competition, stop the students participating from this competition, and wholeheartedly the competition should be stopped in Tamil Nadu. So we started working with that, and we received a immediate reaction, like so we got a circular stating from the school education that no school should participate in tobacco industries conducted competitions throughout the state. So this event again, when we move on to the 8th season, this is a big success for the tobacco monitor application. The 8th season sponsor has been changed in as Nutrella instead of Classmate. So this is a big achievement the tobacco monitor application has made in this type of violations. Again, so this is a small look, like many violations happen in this tabs, that is tobacco advertisement, promotions, and sponsorships. So mainly in the movies, we can see like in the first look poster itself, we started with the tobacco pictures and posters and other things. So this is the first look poster released in Tamil Nadu. So this is the first look poster released in Tamil Nadu. So immediately we received a complaint from the tobacco monitor application and started working on that. And you can see the complaint path like what we have done. So the first look poster has been immediately removed from the social media as soon as we started working with the complaint. Okay. So many news articles were started talking about like the tobacco control advocates are working for has been posting this, and we got support from the general public also to remove this posters. So these are some of the pictures from this YouTube things, like started talking about this to be removed from the social media. So many controversies sessions also was moved on. So this is we have yeah, that's it. Okay, again one more movie. There is all the first look posters, they started promoting their movie with some smoking scenes. So we started working on that also. We got a complaint from the tobacco monitor application once again, and immediately was sent to the CBFC for the producer production company to mainly to remove the violation thing. So we got a apologized letter from the production company stating that they will not do it further, and also removed from the social media. So again, this is something like another movie from the Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, that is world famous Lover. So Tobacco Monitor received this complaint too from the VHA, Voluntary Health Association of Andhra. So again, complaint has been launched, and to the production house and also to the government people. So immediately we received an apologies letter stating that they felt sorry for releasing this, and they also they said like they would not repeat it in future for the promotion activities. So again, this is one of example of the TAPS violations. So we can find not only in Tamil Nadu, like not only in Andhra, so we can find everywhere all throughout the India. So we find some promotional pictures, various other movie violations reported, and that can be reported in the Tobacco Monitor application, and actions will be taken and has been taken also. So this is another complaint, another success story of us. So this complaint has been made from the chewable tobacco violation that is in Chamundi Hills, Mysore. So we got a complaint from the Tobacco Monitor, like Chamundi Hills, the small petty shops alone has been selling so much of tobacco products, chewable tobacco products. It's like in one shop we find out like 44 chewing tobacco products has been sold. So without proper and packaging warnings or something. So immediately a complaint has been filed. Immediate action has been taken by the enforcement authorities from FSSI through Tobacco Monitor application. We reached the enforcement team of Karnataka. So almost all the products has been seized from the petty shops. 10 shops has been totally finalized, and products has been seized, and the penalty has been imposed on them. So I mean, they have like a further so they started, the enforcement team, they started working with the Chamundi Hills also. So further it should not happen. So that's one of the success stories from Tobacco Monitor application. So you can find those shops selling so much of tobacco products, chewable tobacco products, and you can find like no chewable tobacco products has a specified pictorial warnings. So these are some of the pictures. The enforcement team at Mysuru district, they have given this. So this is again one of the promotional activity of Kaja BD. So it's famous in Tamil Nadu, Kaja. So their Caesar is like they ask their customers to buy their products and give them the serial number mentioned in the second picture. So they, if the person has sent so much of serial numbers, they will send the customer to those who win, they will send the customer to the Malaysia. So immediately we reacted to this. We got a complaint from the Tobacco Monitor application for this, and the community, community has given so much of support for us, and they sent a complaint on this, and we immediately reacted and sent it to the concerned departments for further action taken. So again, this is one of the examples of Godfrey Phillips directly and indirect advertisements, which has been made a complaint in the Tobacco Monitor application. So we have like in one picture we have both direct and indirect advertisements. So it has been made a complaint from the enforcement team, and immediately it has been removed from the shops. So this is some of the, again, this one new product introduced by the ITC, Gold Flake Neo. So they have pasted in almost all the areas, like, and immediately we took action against them, and the complaint has been sent to the concerned officials for the enforcement, and almost all the violations has been removed, and has been a fine has been imposed on the shops. Okay. So again, one more violation. So e-cigarettes, as you are aware, has been banned throughout India. So before that, it was selling in the online platform. So our Tobacco Monitor received so much of complaint on this for the e-cigarette thing, and we did a complaint study on the e-cigarette platform. We visited all the websites, and we created an evidence investigation has been made. MAC found the sale is done through online, and they used the DTDC, Blue Dot, DHL, FedEx shipping as the shipping partners, and immediately, and report has been sent to the DPH. DPH has taken action against, started working with the investigation process. So all the evidence has been submitted to the health department to take further action. So the website has been banned immediately. So that's the thing. And Madras Film Screenings Club sub violation. So it's like before and after thing. So again, TikTok now it is banned, but before it was like so much of violations, and it has been reported in Tobacco Monitor. So again, we have made a complaint with the help of the team. So it's like we got an immediate reply from the TikTok, and most of the videos has been removed from it. We have some before and after thing also. So this is the thing. Yeah. And Tobacco Monitor application is used in many ways to give us a complaint. And this is the final PPT of mine. And if you have any queries related to this Tobacco Monitor application and how to go about it, we can have a discussion part at the end of the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your knowledgeable words on this application. Now we would like to welcome our third speaker, Dr. Vinny Mehta, who is a dental public health specialist, research consultant, and preventive dentist. She has worked as a senior research fellow with the Indian Institute of Public Health, Gandhinagar. She is currently working as a research assistant in Georgia Institute of Global Health, India. She has also participated and been awarded in various extracurricular activities pertaining to tobacco and oral health. She is skilled in healthcare consulting and tobacco cessation. So we welcome you to make us more familiar with the Tobacco Monitor application. Please, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay. So this was my dissertation topic during my post-graduation. So I have completed my post-graduation from Dr. D.Y. Patil Dental College in Pimpri, Pune. So 5 years back, I submitted my protocol and got approval from the ethical and the scientific committee. So how did we come across this app first? I was just looking around for smartphone applications for my conference presentation, like the application of the healthcare apps for healthcare professionals. So that is how we came across Tobacco Monitor app, and I thought of choosing this topic because the young generation is more, they are more well versed with the technology. So this was my topic, evaluating the effectiveness of Tobacco Monitor app in reporting violations of tobacco policy in the community. So teaching about the tobacco violations and its related consequences is essential for students. Healthcare professionals play a vital role to fight against tobacco epidemic. So this can influence national and global tobacco control efforts. So as a prelude to World No Tobacco Day in 2015, India's first ever Android app was launched. So when I conducted study, there was only Android application. iOS version was not available. So in all the states, there are a lot of violations present for which actions have been undertaken, but a consolidated view on the complaint is not present. This void can be filled partially with an app which allows convenient reporting of policy violations with acceptable evidence. Hence, the present study was undertaken. So the aim of the study was to evaluate the effectiveness of Tobacco Monitor app in reporting violations of tobacco policy in the community. So this was an interventional study which was conducted between March to September 2017. And consent was obtained from NFTE, that is National Forum for Tobacco Eradication, to provide us with the details at the end of the research project. So we were quite apprehensive before starting the project because this was one of its kind. So we conducted a pilot study amongst 84 final year BDS students. In this, we conducted a health education talk with a PowerPoint presentation guiding them about the tobacco control laws in India. They were also informed about the Tobacco Monitor app, and they were instructed to download the app on their smartphones. So at the end of 1 year, out of 84 students, 23.8% of the students had successfully downloaded the app. So we included first and second year undergraduate students willing to use and report violations on tobacco with the help of app. And we excluded the students who did not have access to Android phones. The students who were not present on the day of demonstration were also excluded. So again, this intervention was in the form of PowerPoint presentation. We guided them about the tobacco control legislation in India. Tobacco Monitor app was introduced with the help of 10 minutes video showing the use of app in reporting violations. Students were asked to register complaints with intricate details such as mobile number, university name, the shop, and the violation. The students were instructed to identify themselves on the app with university name to facilitate study exclusive information retrieval. They were not asked to report to send their names, but it was registered under Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth. The remarks section allowed users to describe violation. At the end of 1 year, a reinforcement message was sent to the students. So our reinforcement message contained hashtag use Tobacco Monitor app for reporting violations and seeking support services. So this was the initial app. I saw the app is revamped completely now. So we had complaints on violation section, support services, latest news on tobacco, and if you wanted to become a volunteer. So this was the updates and the initiative. So here, instead of name, they had to register under Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, mobile number, violating shop's name, and select the violation which they wanted to report and the location. Also, there was the students were asked to upload the picture. So this is the flowchart showing that total 208 complaints were registered. Out of that, 165 complaints were valid and 45 were invalid. Invalid complaints meant insufficient information was present or duplication of data was there. So around the university, there were a lot of violations around the education institution. So most of the students have reported around the university. That's why a lot of complaints were in the duplication of duplicates. So action was action against verified valid complaints were 165, and 165 complaints were transferred to NCD Maharashtra. So this is the distribution of violation. Here, tobacco products advertisement showed highest percentage, which is 44.17%, and second was sale of pan crack and gutka, which is 28.9%. Point of sale was also very common, which is 12%. This table shows that petty shops, the small shops, showed the highest percentage of violation, which is 39%, and market area showed 45%. Most of the students, that is 94.8% students, attached picture while reporting violations. these are some of the pictures the students have reported. So very few students opted for tobacco cessation services. Smoking cessation services were opted by 15 students. So our university has collaborated with Life First, where we have developed a tobacco cessation center. So all the students or all the participants who wanted cessation services were directed to Life First. We also, every year, Life First conducted cessation training workshops where level 1 and level 2 trainings were conducted. Advanced living cessation services, cessation training services were conducted by Life First. So the widespread use of mobile technologies is paving innovative ways to improve the public health. Tobacco products advertisements and sale of pan parag was highest, which was also similar to service done by Chaudhary and Lakshmi et al. So all the reported complaints had an attached picture which gave consolidated evidence against violations. Likewise, Kumar et al. Also collected photographs as evidence of potential or actual violations. So RTIs were filed with an information officer, district civil surgeon, district civil hospital owned to request government to take strict action against all the complaints. In reference to the registered complaints, pan masala scented tobacco was seized by the Siddheshwar Panwala, Shivar Garden Road in Pune, and action was taken against the vendor. Few limitations earlier, but now all the limitations have been addressed. When I conducted the study, there was no geolocation services. There were not many violation complaints, so students could not report parallel complaints. And iOS version was not available. So recommendations. Current study data findings can be used to identify the lacunae in tobacco policy violations to facilitate effective implementation. The effectiveness of any novice technologies like app would depend on how individuals make use of them. This data should be used for the purpose of further strengthening tobacco control legislation in various states. There's a dire need for comprehensive training amongst all health science students to demolish tobacco menace. Reporting policy violations builds positive attitudes, which in turn benefits community in multiple ways. So concluding, so anti-tobacco laws and national policies are helping to an extent in curbing the menace of tobacco epidemic. Robust reporting and sustainable enforcement measures are required in implementing tobacco legislation effectively. It is evident that the young population effectively use Tobacco Monitor app in reporting violations about tobacco. The app offers an opportunity to reinforce government agencies and policymakers to take strict action against the registered complaints. So Narottam Sheksaria Foundation has, so this research project received a grant from Narottam Sheksaria Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your informative and statistical description on this topic. Coming to our next speaker, who is Dr. Rakesh Gupta. He is the President and Director of Public Health, Strategic Institute of Public Health and Education and Research, STIFR. He has also worked as DHS and Director of Chemical Examiner Lab, Punjab. He is also one of the alumni of Johns Hopkins School of Public Health, Baltimore, and University of California, San Francisco, as a short-term scholar. He has also received WHO Award 2015 on No Tobacco Day. represented in Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and many more such recognitions. So let's invite him to make our concept on Tobacco Monitor app crystal clear.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Cyril, for inviting me. And we had excellent presentations by Ms. Premlata and excellent study by Dr. Vinny Mehta. So I think what all I need to talk about tobacco monitor has already been covered, but I'll just give very short comments. Can you share my presentation? Vivek, can you share my presentation?
So you can do it. You can just share your screen.
But I sent you on mail. Is it available with you or should I do it?
So you can do it, sir.
Okay. It will take some time. So it is an excellent use of technology, I must say. And Cyril and team, they've done an excellent job. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
It's visible. Okay, thank you. So as already you are aware that it has got different features like quick complaints, complaint on violations, and you can also track the status of the complaint. And we can get support in the form of IEC material and cessation centers available nearby. And you can also be a volunteer. So the excellent features available in Tobacco Monitor. And I don't know why people are not actually using it. So I think we need to popularize this app. So key features, they have already been told about by Premlata. So we have a short complaint and then a complaint editor. I just want to say that Cyril, you must make this simpler. The kind of complaints, it should be divided into the section wise. If it is COTPA, it should be section 4, section 5, section 6, and section 7. So it becomes easier for sending the complaint. And other violations also, like Drug and Cosmetic Act and Food Safety Act, and that ban on e-cigarette. So I think we can make it more simpler for the people who want to submit the complaints. And we need to popularize this app through social media. So we must involve all the civil society organizations who are working in different states to popularize this app, because right now I think there are just 1 or 2 complaints per day, or maybe 15 to 20 in a month. Actually, we can make it 15 to 20 every day. It is such a nice application, and it's very easy to use also. I have used it myself for sending some complaints. So mapping that becomes easier for the tobacco control cell to track the complaints. So very good geo mapping done in the app itself. And then they have also told about the campaigns, the boycott Horlicks campaign, the chase out campaign, the stop campaign, the stay away campaign. I mean, excellent campaigns they have done. So I must congratulate Cyril and the team for doing an excellent work. So I use this get support request on Tobacco Monitor yesterday itself, and they were so prompt in sending me the mail that they have registered my request. So I sent a request that how can I get the cessation done, the tobacco cessation help done. So I think they have done a good job. So basically, what they had in mind was that because the general public, they are rather hesitant, they are hesitant in sending the complaints, And there's no via media how we could send complaints, the general public. Because of the bureaucratic system, they are afraid to go to the offices or to the police. So the Tobacco Monitor app, it has make our life easier. The people who want to get involved into tobacco control, or general public who are aware about the tobacco control laws and how to send their complaint in an easy manner. And now it is available on Android as well as iOS platform, and that is excellent. So, and any request for support or complaint is processed by the Tobacco Monitor team very efficiently and sent to the concerned government authority. So when I was a state nodal officer and then as a deputy director NCDs, so I used to get complaints through Tobacco Monitor, and we sent the complaint to the concerned district tobacco control cells, and definitely the action was taken, and it was conveyed to the person who has sent the complaint. The Tobacco Monitor app, it is perceived as a threat to the tobacco industry, so where they are actively tracked and widely revealed. So because tobacco industry, as we all know, it's a very strong body. I mean, they have got muscle power, they have got money power, and they are also dreaded about this Tobacco Monitor app, because they are, I mean, it is their tobacco industry interference is revealed through this app, and it is they are doing an excellent job. Since the Tobacco Monitor is focused on facts, it is quick to proceed to government interference cases and take immediate action. And right now, as told by Premlata also, that more than 6,000 plus individuals, they have already downloaded the app. And I've mentioned 11 states, but now it is, I think, in more states, 13 states. And informally, many of the states and UTs, they are people in many of the states, they are using informally also. And the reviewed complaints have been reported to the respective government. The STCs of the Tamil Nadu and Punjab, they have considered the complaints and directed the district authorities to submit ATRs also. So we always ask the district level, our officials, to send the action taken report immediately. It is also used as an awareness tool for sensitizing public about the types of the violation related to the tobacco. When you go through the app, you come to know different kinds of violations which needs to be seen and which needs to be reported. And the app that works well in urban areas where there is presence of internet services, because if the internet service is not good, then I think the app won't be able to act that efficiently, and the time taken to decentralize information is largely reduced. So it is a success among the young adults, since the process of reporting becomes easier, and the complainants, they ensure that real-time issues are brought to the government view. So it's becoming increasingly popular with the young people. So tobacco control with the support of mobile technology, that becomes expedite, efficient and effective. And the utilization for reporting violations can be much improved. So as I told you earlier, it can be improved by promoting the app through social media. So in collaboration with the civil society organizations active in tobacco control in other states. So I've already requested Cyril to involve our organization, Cypher. So I think we can work together to make this app more popular. So thanks a lot for the attention, and I think we are all open to questions from the audience.
Thank you so much, sir, for your educative insight and for such wonderful presentation. So I hope by now everyone has gathered an understanding of Tobacco Monitor application and how will help to take positive steps to seize the use of tobacco. So now we begin with our Q&A session. Your chat has been enabled. Please start sending your questions. if you have any questions, like, then you can just, send the questions in the chat box. I can address it.
Hello.
So we have a question. So we YouTube viewer. So how the cessation centers via tobacco monitor application help a victim? I would rather prefer the speakers to answer this combinedly. How the cessation centers via tobacco monitor application help a victim?
Yeah, I think Cyril can reply to the query. Cyril, can you reply
regarding
to
the
the query?
cessation centers, we'll be referring to the concerned state and districts. So we have a database, and then if we are getting records from particular district, and then we will check with them, and then we will refer that concerned person to that particular place. For example, the Indian Dental Association, they have a lot of cessation centers, and then in Tamil Nadu, all the PHC, they have cessation centers, and all other hospitals also, they have a cessation center. So we have a database, we will be referring to them. So that's what we are doing.
Okay, sir. So we have another question from the chat box. Like Radhika is asking, how can we use that geo mapping option through the app? The geo mapping option through the app, like how can we use it?
The geo mapping is already tagged with the application. So if you are using it, automatically we will get the geo map. No need to do anything from your side. The application will do that.
Thank you, sir.
Cyril, can we have comments from Dr. Rakesh Gupta? He's also with us. Dr. Rakesh Gupta from Jaipur.
Thank you, Rakesh, and congratulations to all the presenters for a very elaborate and nice useful presentations. And you may have observed that I have shared the Tobacco Monitor app with the people who are working in Rajasthan in tobacco control, so as to bring Rajasthan on board on the app itself. I consider, as you have already said, and I will reinforce that, yes, it requires to be popularized further countrywide because of its utility and the promptness of the action that it has. However, I understand also that it is a challenge in a way of the availability of the resources, and as it becomes more popular, it has also to serve the people promptly as it stands for. So I think there is a need to collaborate it with us, maybe the ministry, and get some more funding to do that. And also I could get the sense out of it that yes, maybe collaborating with the education departments will perhaps help more, because there is the youth power of the country which can be utilized. There are many more, and I would say that if about 25% population of India is using tobacco, there is 75% of the population which is not using it. And in view of the mobile density that we have in the country, I think we need to really take it further as to how we can go about popularizing it further and using it. The implementation, of course, the devil lies in implementation, but yes, we need to perhaps more make efforts. But I must congratulate Cyril. I know that this app has been there for long. Having learned it also some 3-4 years ago, even I haven't utilized. So I would say that yes, implementation is a challenge, and perhaps it requires sustainability and perseverance on the part of MAC to bring it to the board countrywide. Thank you very much for.
Thank you, Dr. Rakesh. And we have Dr. Rana Jaising with us from the union. So can we have some comments from Dr. Rana?
Hello. Yes. Yeah. Can you hear me, Dr. Gupta?
Yes, Dr. Rana.
Thank you very much. In fact, my internet is a little bit slow. So thank you, I think, all of you, Cyril. And I think excellent study presented by Dr. Vinny Mehta. and on the progress and the comments given by Dr. Rakesh ji, Punjab and Rajasthan about what more needs to be done. So you see, when this was first tobacco monitor app in our country, and I remember I got almost more than 60 plus, you can say 60 plus violations analyzed, and Cyril sent me an Excel sheet where he mentioned about the type of violation, whom it was referred. So that was an analysis at that time. Cyril might remember, I still have that with me. And so my task, you see, I have seen monitoring in last 15 years, but above all, when we have this monitor, so the main focus should be whether the complaint has gone to the violation reporting official who need to address that, and secondly, what action need to be taken. Now, I just saw that more than 3,000 people are using app. I am not aware the number of violations which have been reported. If you have several, please just share that with me. Sorry, right now at this stage. So how many violations, how many people are using, and how many violations have been reported, and what is action taken on? Because normally people will ask, so what is action on that? How many violations were addressed? How many tobacco industry interferences were mitigated? So this is very important. How many CIIs were mitigated because of this violation action taking? So I think it will be good if Premlata, I think she has already updated. I could not join at that time. So this is very important. So thank you everyone, and I am aware that our other colleagues of like Nirmalya, Punjab, GSA, Dr. Gupta, and many others, they are also trying to incorporate this system. So let's make, as Dr. Gupta ji from Rajasthan said. So let's see how it can be more streamlined. And actually, action taking is very important. ATR, action taking report, is very important. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Rana. And we have Dr. Hazare with us. He had some comments to make. Dr. Hazare?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hani.
So Dr. Hazare is with us, I think.
Yeah, Rakesh.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful tobacco monitor app. I was aware of it because of Vinny, who has been our talented student in this field of dentistry. And yes, though many of us have not used it, this is the right time to use it, especially in these restricted moments. And I think it should be made compulsory in the syllabus of universities through Dental Council of India. I will be writing to them. Of course, Vinny can take that initiative. She has and nowadays apps are everywhere. So this is, I think, quite useful. I see a lot of violation in the city, but then, as you say, we don't have that platform. I will be definitely using this platform. And dental professionals have a double responsibility. We can act as a tobacco control advocates also. And we all know the COTPA sections and food and safety and standard regulations. So we will be the better persons to, promote this app and in the welfare of the, young population. Thank you, Rakesh.
Thank you, Dr. Hazare. I think it's an excellent suggestion. And Cyril and team, they will take up the suggestion. And you must also, as you have already said, that you will initiate some kind of action, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
Thank you. And we have Dr. Amit Yadav with us, and then Dr. Astha Bagga with us. First, we can listen to Dr. Amit Yadav, if he's with us. Dr. Amit, are you with us? Dr. Amit? Dr. Astha?
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Amit, yeah.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and thank you to all presenters for taking us through of this wonderful app that is in terms of helping monitor and health enforcement authorities to identify violations of COTPA. I think while this was being presented, I was wondering why this is not a pan-India app, and I realized there could be issues with different states and in terms of jurisdictions and other issues. But I think this is very important. We are using technology now very nicely and to do a lot of things. And this is one way we can actually strengthen COTPA enforcement. Especially this is also going to help India to implement the illicit trade protocol, because people can very easily just send information about any illicit tobacco product. So if any pack is without warning, or any pack which is without without any manufacturer's information, or any pack which is or any advertising material, or any transportation even. If you are seeing that people are unloading tobacco products from some place and you think that it is suspicious, you can just click and just upload it. And it gives you geo-tagged information, so which is very, very helpful. So I think I would think that Cyril should take this to all other states, and the whole technical team behind it, I think, should upscale this and try to manage it in multi-language. So obviously, as Dr. Rana was saying, that I think one can say it is in Bangla, and then in UP and Bihar it would need in Hindi, and in Marathi and Telugu, Tamil, and Kannada, Malayalam. So I think that's the issue, and it should be more user friendly, and promoted as an enforcement tool. And I think all district nodal officers, again, it could be also as work as repository. If anyone wants to know who is the district nodal officer from X district, I think this app would be very handy. You can just see who is the district nodal officer. Even once it is a national thing, then anyone traveling from any part of the country can report that violation to the local authority. So I think that should be the interface of this thing. I have discussed several times. I actually even looked at the initial versions of the app, and with Cyril. This has started, I think, Cyril, in 2014, 15.
Yeah, it was in 15. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember discussing this with Cyril at WCTOH in Abu Dhabi. So that was in 2015, when it was already on pilot phase and it was being tested there. So I think this is very, very important work, and any support or any help that I can do, I would be happy to do that. And I just think that you should do more of this orientation and awareness, or even talk about this app more with the state level authorities. This is, I think, being done with people, I think, who are knowing about it, and we are talking about it. But I think you should do this for specifically state people. So I let's say today for Punjab and tomorrow for Rajasthan, and Dr. Gupta is also here. So I think there should be a state level talk about this app, and you should talk about this app and its benefits to the state government, so that they are happy to do this, because it involves jurisdictional issues and enforcement issues, which the government, only when the government approves, you might be able to do that. I think that's important part. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Amit. And I think excellent suggestions, and the team must have taken note of all the suggestions. And definitely it has to be taken to all the states, pan-India, and in multi-languages. So we have now Professor Sonu Goyal. He's from PGI. So he's director of the Research Center for Tobacco Control. So he's with us. So let us listen to his suggestions. Dr. Sonu? Dr. Sonu, are you with us? If Dr. Sonu is not available, let us listen to Astha Bagga. Dr. Astha Bagga.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Obviously, it's a very good suggestion that we should take it pan-India. And I guess not only the victims who have been affected by the use of tobacco, but also all the stakeholders, especially at the district level, should download it. because this would definitely help in the enforcement, not only of COTPA, but I guess we should also include components of Food Safety Act and other laws into it, so that it could have a wider perspective to it. While we at Punjab and in the region and GSA is all thumbs up to take it forward to at any level of, that can help in enforcement. Besides this, I would also like to say that the app should be a little more user friendly, so that people who are not from very literate sections of the society can also use it. So that would definitely increase its outreach. That's all from my side.
You're right, Dr. Astha, but they have that quick complaint section in which you just have to upload the photograph and the geolocation you can get. So I think that covers it, but definitely, I mean, if it is in vernacular languages, so maybe it is more people can use it. Yes. So yes, Cyril, if I think more people can give their comments upon the app. So we have so many people with us.
If nobody is at the moment ready for it, let me just add to it. And although I'm just assuming, I think Cyril can talk to Dr. Swasti about it, because he is the person who is leading the National Tobacco Control Program countrywide, and his is the team of state nodal officers, and those who are working at the districts can be outreached through these state nodals. So this workshop has to be, I think, organized again, and maybe the multiple layers wise it should be done, so that it covers the state nodal officers first, and then perhaps it could be done the state-wise workshop, so that more people can be first empowered to use. The suggestions are good that it should be translated in many languages, but I think besides English, if it is in Hindi, perhaps for another few years, it can still be very useful. This is what my suggestion is.
Yeah. So now Professor Sonu is with us now. So Professor Sonu, can we have some comments from you?
Yeah. So I think, I think it was a wonderful discussion. I could join only the last part of the discussion, but the overall the discussion on this app was really timely. And as I could hear from Amit, that this app has been there for quite some time now, and it is becoming popular, but we need to make it more popular. So I will just tell you some concrete suggestions which I can do from PGI or sitting here along with Dr. Rakesh. So one thing which we can do is we have a resource center for tobacco control. So if Cyril agrees, so he can put that app, we can put that app on the home page for some time of that resource center. And this resource center has almost 2 lakh viewers, 2.2 lakh viewers till now. And we have lot many subscribers. So we can put that app for some period of time on the home page, and then we can place it somewhere within that website so that people can access it. So this is about the visibility. Second thing, what we can do is we have a regular tobacco-free times which we releases. So we can coordinate with Cyril, and this tobacco-free times, the physical version of it goes to almost like 1,000 people. And we do it electronically with more than 5,000 plus people. So that is another way of publicizing this particular app and having an issue which is of monitoring, some sort of monitoring or implementation of COTPA, in which we can have that as a best practice. So this is another thing which we can do. And third thing, as Dr. Rakesh has already said, I think we were discussing in the morning that through Cypher, that is an advocacy organization, we can also publicize this app and keep that in some of the functions which we regularly organize. So that is another way of doing it. So these are the 3 small things which by which we can publicize this app. And besides this, we have some social media pages which is subscribed by like 1,000 plus people. So I think we can also put that ad of that app on these websites. So these are some of the things which we can do for advertisement as for effective implementation in our areas. So I think wonderfully done. Cyril, if you want to reach us, please reach us with the and if you agree with any of these suggestions, just reach it to us, and we will do it. We will do the needful. So that's from my end.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sonu. I think I've already discussed with Cyril, so he'll be in touch with us, and we can popularize the ad in our jurisdiction, especially in Punjab, Chandigarh, Haryana, and nearby districts. And GSA is already collaborating regarding CAT, that campaign. So thank you, Dr. Sonu. So over to Cyril.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for all your suggestions. Thank you, Dr. Sonu, for your support. Definitely, we will be reaching you, and then definitely we need your support. And then definitely we will be planning for some vernacular languages also. At least the quick complaint can be translated into different languages. And then all your suggestions will be considered, and then we will work on it, and then definitely we'll work together, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, every speakers, for your informative words and really for such important views and discussion. So, yeah, Vivek.
Yes, so now I would like to welcome Suchita for delivering the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Vivek. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Clear.
Well, that was really an amazing session on Tobacco Monitor app, which no doubt has paved a way to be more responsible and to hold the baton of social welfare in an unprecedented way. It was definitely no accident that the content was amazing, all thanks to our wonderful speakers. So thank you, Vinny ma'am, Rakesh sir, Prem Lata ma'am, Rana sir, Rakesh sir, Hazare sir, Amit sir, Asta ma'am, and Sonu sir. Thanks a lot. And I would also like to thank Mac for picking up this cause, and Cyril sir for always being there for us. All this could not have been possible without the efforts of our volunteers. So thank you, volunteers, for all your endeavors. And lastly, I would like to thank our audiences for choosing us, for accepting us and our cause with utmost patience and love. Thank you all.
Thank you, Suchita.
Thanks.
So, yeah. So, dear participants and every speaker, till now we can say that this webinar provided key inputs on Tobacco Monitor application, which will help us to limit the scale of tobacco and aid the government in doing so. Hence, it is high time for all of us to understand why quitting tobacco now is more important. And this Tobacco Monitor application will help our administration in taking further steps against the use of tobacco.
We hope this webinar will aid you personally in taking steps against the use of tobacco at your footsteps. Lastly, we would end this webinar by saying that you haven't failed until you quit trying. Your one step against tobacco is your own step towards happiness. So become aware and spread awareness. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, participants. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
Thank you all. Thanks, Cyril.
Thank you, everyone.
The participants who haven't filled the feedback form yet, we have sent in the feedback form